Okay, so Sir Trolley problems. We'll do a couple of these and then we'll switch over to Jump King for a little bit. Or not, we'll find the vibes. Um, okay, level 1, the original. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 person instead. What do you do? Well, utilitarianism states I should pull the lever. Okay. Yep, that seems pretty reasonable. Trolley's heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 4 people instead. What do you do? Again, utilitarianism dictates we squash 4 rather than 5. Um, the train doesn't do anything until you decide, ah, yes, this is fair. Is there a way to kill all of them? but, okay. Carsey, you have a point for murdering more? But murder. Ah, I see. Um, like, okay. Taking taking in true. It is not murder until we switch the thing. Because then we're taking an active thing. But I don't know. I still think that it's still manslaughter, right? Um, true, but I mean, I would still that would still be. I guess it depends. Like we are seemingly someone who is we do seem to be responsible for this lever, right? Um, pull the lever and escape to Nicaragua. Perfect. Um, well, it's I'm using law as a base. I think that law has some basis for helping understand some of the moral stuff. Um, 4 charges of murder to save 1 person, right? But I mean, so it's like if I think we're responsible for this lever, right? So manslaughter is a crime. Negligence. There is such a thing as allowing people to come to harm through an action. Since when is murder illegal? I guess it depends on where you do it. Maybe we're in international waters. This is a trolley on an aircraft carrier. Um, but like, okay, so we are responsible for the lever. I'm that is the stipulation I'm going to make. We are responsible for this lever. So if we don't pull it, we are allowing it is a lesser charge legally. So we assign less like intent to it, but we are as a society, but like we are still allowing 5 people to die if we do it. So are we more willing to actively murder 4 people or passively allow 5 to die? Um, can't spell manslaughter without man's laughter. Eee. But like, I don't know. It's tough because like realistically, I don't know if I would have the courage to pull a lever. Either way, I'm going to be severely traumatized. But I like to think going into it, if I can execute things on autopilot, I would pull the lever. Save 1 person. True. Interesting. I do like that there are fewer people who would pull the lever at that point. The quantity does make a difference. Um, I know it's not actually me, but and yes, it is still a decision not to pull it, but it is interesting that we ascribe a different value to because you might not decide. It might legitimately be a freeze response, right? Okay. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people, but you can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your life savings will be destroyed. Yeah, I mean, I actually have an amount, but I think that would be worth the lives of 5 people. I would be able to sleep a lot better at night knowing that I didn't value the lives of people at what is realistically a fairly low denomination. I don't think I don't think there's any insurance that covers acts of trolley, but yeah. Whoa, really? That surprises me that there are more people. There are more. Is this telling us the truth? I wonder. But there are more people who would. More people are willing. Wait, hold up. What? Right? Yeah. So people were more willing to pull the lever and kill 4 people hold on, sorry, wow, my brain is not phrasing things correctly. Only 59% of people have pulled the lever as opposed to like 70% for 4 people. So more people want to keep their life savings. That's what in the world? You killed them? Why? Why would you kill people over life savings? I mean, I guess like if you had a lot, and that's there is like the argument for self versus other, but like, my God, okay. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. Sacrificing, what do you do? There are many people, only one life savings, but those people also have life savings. But yeah, so okay, so it's for you. It's those people are people. They're not persons, they're people. And there are more of those out there. And the personal impact of your life savings. As I don't know. I think my current life savings is certainly worth. I would pay that much in therapy to get over not pulling that lever, I think. What if this was Elon Musk's net worth? Would you do it? See, there at that point, we get into at that point I might not pull the lever because that amount of money I could live comfortably, and more importantly, I could save more people with that amount of money left over. So at that point, I think that's not me valuing the money at people's lives more. I would feel guilty over that, but I could justify it to myself. I would be able to sleep better at I would have more issues sleeping at night if I destroyed that amount of money that I know if it was in I guess that's if I had that much money, if I could stood to gain that much money, I would not pull the lever because then I could use it to save more people. Can't pull the lever. You won't be able to play absurd trolley problems because you die. It'll just die later? Yes, but I mean, we all die eventually, right? Like, at that point, why is your life savings more valuable? Because you'll die eventually. So I think that we still need to ascribe meaning. Elon Musk could sell more cars to get the money back again. Right, but like, if he is not using that in a philanthropic manner. If I stood to gain that much, I would feel comfortable. I would feel comfortable using that to save more people, I think. Better question than you or 5 people. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. What do you do? Oh, okay. Well, if you were part of the 5 people and I was the one person here, uh, what would you, that's the tough thing, right? Like, here's the thing. I will be honest. My honest answer here is if I was part of the so Carsey, your question. What I would want you to do is I would want you to pull the lever. But if I'm being honest with myself in this situation, it is not ethical. I would have a lot of problems, but I would find ways to justify it to myself. I would not pull the lever. I know myself well enough for that. I have fought hard to gain enough self-preservation instinct. If these were, okay, it depends. If these are 5 random people, I'm sorry. Yeah, if everyone in chat is those 5 people, look, I love you guys. I am so happy. It's very nice that you guys hang out with me, but I value my life highly. Rip. Um, but so I don't know. It's this is something where at this point it is self-preservation, right? I am no longer detached from it, and I know I would find ways to justify it. If these were people that were like very close friends, that would be tough because then I think that would devalue my life significantly. Um, if I am in the 5 people, my arms are tied. Right. But we can like hit it with our head. I'm less scared than the 5 people. Um, well, if the 5 people are you, but from alternate universes, I don't care about them. I'm not them. Um, they have had different experiences. They are experiencing a different consciousness. But yeah, I think as this stands, assuming these are 5 random people that I do not know, I would not pull the lever. Yep, okay. Decently high self-preservation instinct. Okay, priceless painting. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but the original copy of the Mona Lisa will be destroyed. What do you do? Pull the lever. Yeah. Me is way greater than my life savings. Absolutely. That's no question. I can go make more money. But yeah, why did someone put the Mona Lisa on the tracks? Because it's absurd. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of value to art and culture, but I think the originality of it is not necessarily the important part. I think we lose out on discovering some things, but we've already done a lot of analysis of it. Also, broken art is worth more than normal art. So I don't know. I think because you also look at that of these 5 people are going to go on and they're going to produce art. I think the idea of the Mona Lisa, I think the copies of the Mona Lisa still accomplish what the Mona Lisa is trying to accomplish. But those 5 people, shutting that off, I don't think is worth it. I think the world gains more from having those 5 people alive than the original Mona Lisa. Why are the people still screaming? They're singing? That's one good option. Alternately, they're still tied to train tracks. We haven't helped them up yet. I would still be very afraid. Bribes. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards a rich man. The rich man offers you $500,000 to pull the lever, which would divert the trolley and kill someone else. What do you do? They're singing they didn't want to destroy the Mona Lisa. Oh, that's a whole different thing. Like, there's not enough time to really get that, but if you could ask people and get their consent, that would be very interesting, especially if they didn't all agree. Now that would be a very interesting question. Three of the people tell you to not flip the lever. The other 2 tell you to flip the lever. What do you do? Okay, good. So this is tough. So God, okay. So $500,000 could improve a lot of lives. However, that $500,000 will still go somewhere, right? Probably to his family. In this case, $500,000 is not like it's not like a world-changing amount of money. But one of them is murder. How much money to pull the lever? That is a very interesting question. I think if it was like $100 million, that would be enough that I could comfortably put the price of $100 million on someone's life. Maybe that's bad, maybe that's low. And I might even be lower. It depends on opportunities and whatnot. But yeah. I don't know. Right, no, it's I know that you can use the money to help more than one person. My big thing here is not even a moral qualm of actively killing a person, because again, I feel like through refusing the bribe, I'm still making a decision. I'm still killing that person. I still feel fairly actively murdery. This isn't about morals. Isn't that literally the whole point of the trolley problem? I mean, like, if this is building a whole story, maybe, but I'm trying to figure out how I act morally, right? Both are random people, but one rewards you with $500,000. Yes, but I don't know. It's tough because yeah, I can see 2 ones that are competing in my head. Of on the one hand, yes, it's $500,000 in my pocket, which I can use for some good, and one person dies either way. But I think it does keep count of kills though. Oh dear. Right, yeah, we're gonna have to pay taxes. Think of that, capital gains. But who knows? But the other, oh my god, That's a lot personal, but we'll see how many I have by the end of this. So, okay, one hand, we kill one person. No matter what, we're killing someone. On the one hand, we can view it as we're killing someone either way. We make $500,000. We go try and do something useful with it. On the other hand, how did they get into the situation in the first place? Why is the rich guy on the track that's going to get hit? Is there something that he's done in his life that's put him there? I don't know. My inclination is that I guess I have a bias against rich people. I tied both of them to the track? I think I do nothing. I think I am too biased against rich people. I think his bribe insults me in this case. It's not enough. It's not enough to do that. And I guess I ascribe less value to his life because he is trying to bribe me. And I find him somewhat more morally reprehensible as a person. It could save two people, but he's unlucky for being in the do nothing position. Yeah. But then he tried to do something about it that I found very rude. If he was in pole position, it was good for him, right? He wouldn't offer the bribe then. So, okay. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 lobsters. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running cat over instead. What do you do? Now this might be bad, but I think it's the lobsters. I think I do nothing. I mean, look, they're cute, they're adorable. I love the lobsters, but I think cats have more going on than lobsters. And like personally, I would eat lobster, I would not eat cat. Is Dr. Zoidberg a lobster? Isn't he? Maybe. The lobsters get ran over, you can cook them because they die, but you can't eat. You can eat a cat. I wouldn't personally, but you can. The trolley is dirty, so you can't eat the lobster. But yeah, but I mean, it's like, I don't know. I think I let the lobsters die. Which, I mean, see, there we go. That levels of sentience. Yeah, it's forcing you to confront, why am I okay with eating lobster but not cat? Cat is playing on hardcore. The thing is, I think ultimately anything hit by a trolley is not going to be very edible, whether it's dirty or not. You're going to be scraping it off the ground with a spatula. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people who are sleeping and won't feel pain. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over someone who is wide awake instead. That's, for me, like, yes, there is the painless aspect, but I still think that the value of lives in this case is greater. So I think I pulled the lever. I'm sorry, this is going to be agonizing person, but yep. Yes, there is pain. That's I've been assuming. Yep. That is also very true. Oh no. A trolley is heading towards 5 people who tied themselves to the track. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing one person who accidentally tripped onto the track instead. What do you do? Yeah, this is funny. Oh wait, was it 50-50? I didn't even notice. Wow. This one is actually very easy for me because wow, okay, damn. That's surprising to me. And then a rope spawn. Yeah, duh. Doesn't that happen when you fall? But okay, I think that this is very easy for me. I don't pull the lever because I mean these people willingly did this to themselves. I figure if I divert it, they're still probably going to do it or stick around. Like saving those 5 people, I don't think is saving 5 people. The lives of the many over the lives of the few. Yes. And okay, here's brief little rant. Utilitarianism, I think, gets widely taken to mean oversimplified equations. Because I think part of utilitarianism is still evaluating the motivations of choices. It's focused on outcomes, but motivations are a factor in outcomes. Maybe they want to protest for something? Maybe. But they took that risk. It is not my responsibility to keep them safe for the protest. If they are protesting, they are willing to lay down their lives in this way. That is a choice they have made. They will probably do it again. If they are protesting and want someone else to pay that price, I don't think there's much meaning to the protest either, because the trolley isn't moving. Philosophy, yes, no, and that's this. I'm loving this, but yeah, it's I don't know. It's I think I mean I still remember taking my media ethics class, and that okay, I think Kantian ethics are bull. I don't think they're I don't think just creating a set of rules that are unbending is good. They would have to have so many exceptions to be reasonable. Like, lying is bad. Okay, lying is bad, but is lying worse than letting people come to harm because you wouldn't tell a lie? I think there's a lot of situations where no, that doesn't work, right? Ethics are subjective. Exactly. There's no universal truth. What do lobsters and a cat have to do with philosophy? Because the philosophy is whether there's philosophy in the choices that we're making here. The philosophy is whether or not we pull the lever. And then, yeah, and we're being posed these absurd problems. And we're having to grapple with them. Schrodinger's lobster. um, but yeah, I don't know. So it's like, I think Kantian ethics are bull. I think utilitarian ethics often get used as a shield against properly digging into the moral philosophy of it, because I think properly applied utilitarianism, you are factoring in what comes after, because everything is a chain of decisions. You can't just have everything be fully self-contained. Schrodinger's is later. Oh no. But yeah, so like for me, for the way that I conceive of utilitarianism and apply it, these people, saving these people is not, it's not just a calculus of 5 versus 1, because these people obviously have a different set of motivations than that one person. I mean, that one person might go and off themselves later, true, but these 5 people I know for sure have put themselves in this position willingly, so I think I let them die. For 2 people or 10% for 10 people? How do you know for sure? That's going to be spooky. Let's say they were smiling until the end. Hey, and people agree. They did it to themselves, basically. And hey, maybe they wanted to be martyrs, right? Trolley is heading towards 5 people. The lever just speeds up the trolley, which might make it less painful. Oh my god. Even more people agree than people killed one first time. Yeah, that's interesting. But okay. I think, oh, this is tough. So, legal framework, I would say don't touch it. Like, real life, I would not touch this, because that, even if you're responsible, that would up your charge. But why is the top guy white? No, the top guy isn't. Oh, he's screaming differently. I mean, everyone here is in mortal peril. Their life hangs in the balance of whether or not I flip the lever. He's pogging. So like, legal framework, I wouldn't touch this because I know that's going to cause problems. Philosophically, yeah, I pull the lever. Like, I don't think it's going to make it hurt more. The faster impact isn't going to increase the pain. It's going to be more painful if they slowly rolled over. So maybe. Yep. I mean, like, that feels like kind of a win-win. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards one guy. You pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your Amazon package will be late. What do you do? Gee, I wonder. Maybe they're in a dreamlike inception? That would be nice. That would still be horrifying, painful, and psychologically damaging, but it would still probably be better for everyone involved. Okay. We late Amazon package is the end of the world, do nothing? No. Don't use Amazon. Yeah, so that raises a whole other set of questions. What's in the package? Is it even something you ordered? Is this a mystery package? Because if you don't use Amazon, if you didn't have any package coming, that has a whole host of other problems and questions with it. The thing is, okay, look, I pull the lever. Like, I don't care. The package has the cure for cancer. If it has the cure for cancer, yeah. But even then, like, it's only going to be a few days late. I guess every day would save lives. So yes, if it's the cure for cancer or something like that, I would let this one person die because it would save more lives ultimately. But it's the mystery package with the 10% chance to contain 10 people. They can survive another couple days. We'll be fine. Doesn't say that hell die. Hell die. Oh, that he will die. True. But I'm okay with being a little late rather than, I don't know, scaring someone. Never does? Okay. The package contains a trolley problem. Then I definitely want it later. Wait, what? The percentages? Wait, 22%. 22% would be. So 22%. I wonder if just like 22% of people are just picking a contrarian answer or saying, what in the world? Yeah, that's exactly. Dun dun dun. Except even that we had some that were slightly better, right? We had some slightly higher percentages. Trolley problems, very nice. The best friend. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards your best friend. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 5 strangers instead. What do you do? Now this is tough, right? Because this is like the self-preservation problem, right? Yeah. Well, it's not 5 best friends. It's my best friend versus 5 strangers. And to me, this is still within. I like that our best friend has glasses. um, with 500. Oh yes, I mean yeah. Like there's a certain point where if you can just destroy the trolley, I think the property damage is way. Yes, and hey, that is true. Most of my friends are nerds. Not many wear glasses though. Um, technically I'm supposed to wear glasses, but yeah. Okay, here's the thing. I love my friends dearly, and like okay, like if this is someone that I consider like a true friend, this is someone that I spend time with, this is someone that I deeply care about and would be a big absence in my life, I absolutely pull the lever. So I will pull the lever. But like, I want to get glasses without glass to control people, like no lens. So here's the thing. Okay, brief tangent. My left eye is like 2200 vision. My right eye is like 2015. So I have great vision in my right eye. My left eye sucks. I wanted to get a prescription monocle. And you can do that. You can just put a prescription lens in a monocle. It is so expensive. Insurance will not cover it. And I'm so sad. Give me monocle. Let me be Monopoly Man or Mr. Peanut. Infinite Craft, I might. It's less my speed. Just like this is fun because I love moral philosophy. I love how contained it is. But I don't know, put me in a sandbox and let me play around, and I get bored very quickly. So we'll see. Isn't it like the Monopoly guy didn't have. Wait, what? Oh, is this one of the oh, what's the name of the effect? Mandela effect? Monopoly Man monocle? Question mark? Actually, wait, I can search that here. Monopoly Man monocle. There we go. Friends made Super Saiyan to integrate. Oh, nice. Infinite Craft. Sick. Damn Mandela effect. Yes, top 5 Mandela effects. Examples explained. Theory for the Monopoly Man's monocle. Okay, this is just people getting wonky. Yeah, see the thing is, I think the reason for this is because of the planter's peanut, because that's another classic figure with cane and top hat, which we associate with the Monopoly Man, and he does have a monocle. So I think you don't. Okay. Um, at least I think that's at least why I feel that way. And that's a lot of people I've spoken to about it are also familiar. Like they don't know about the peanut planters man, but um like we get exposed to it a lot. Like this is a thing that a lot of folks see. So that's I don't know. I figure it's your stereotypical rich guy. I don't know his actual name. It's just I know it's the Planters brand peanut. I don't know if he's got a name like Bibendum, the Michelin Tire Man. So Mr. Monopoly, Mr. Peanut. Okay, just Mr. Peanut. Yeah. So that's my theory. That's why I think people think the Monopoly Man has a monocle. Okay. Oh no. Okay. So yeah. So the baseline here is if this is a close friend that would leave a void in my life, it's an extension of my self preservation at this point. Got chicken justice of the multiverses in Infinite Craft. Sick. That is a wonky sentence. But okay, so very close friend, leave a void in my life. Look, I'm pulling the lever. They're more important to me. If this is like someone that I met in math class and we did homework together once, look, I don't. You're still practically a stranger at that point. Then it's utilitarian calculus for me. But if it's your favorite streamer, I don't know them personally. Like, okay, actually, that's slightly problematic because if it's the streamer that I watch the most is Loading Ready Run, which is a content network. So it's a number of streamers. So then I would not pull the lever because there's more than 5 people. What if you pull the lever and it's you? Yeah, I would be very unhappy with it. But that's you got to do you, right? If you get to choose if the one person is you. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't want to have me die. Sick. Nice, Robert. Yeah, no, it's so like close person, even though no. But yeah, like so if it's me versus best friend, that one's tough. Well, I'm sure that will come up. We'll get there when we get there. Um it's totally fine. I'm still just starting out. To me it's a wonder that anyone watches. So hello, thank you. Oh my god, we have 8 folks. Hello everybody. Um Great that there's so many people watching me debate whether or not I would kill people. You're the ink spirit. I'd be willing to get rid of my ink spirit self. If I could survive or my best friend could survive. But yeah, like okay, I pull the lever. The ink spirit can never be redrawn. I can cope with that. I can come up with a new concept. Forcing me to exercise more creativity and artistic power, I think is worth it. Nor the idea? Dun dun dun. Well, right, that's the idea, right? Can't see. Oh no. A trolley problem. Oh no. A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 person instead. At least that's what you think is happening. You forgot your glasses and you can't see that well. What do you do? Oh, this is miserable because it feels like we can see it, but we don't know. The trolley will run over the website. You know what? Yeah, that's if I could save lives and give up this Twitch stream, yeah, that would be fine. I'm enjoying this, but I can do other things. I can show up on other folks. You can go check out at Tansoup Tanner. I could just pop up on his streams. Like, we've got options. This is tough. If I truly can't see, I don't want to do anything because then I'm playing God blind, right? Right, but I can make more accounts, but that's what I'm saying. Even if this account is gone and I can't make more accounts, I can still guest on other people's stuff. Like I can find ways to fulfill that creative outlet. Tragically died into no, I'm not allowed to stream on other people's channels. Oh, that's hardly fair. Yeah, on YouTube, that's another option. I can go outside and I can busk on the street. Oh, I hardly have an online identity. This is one that I made in January. Like I've got options. We can figure something out. If it was I can never perform for people again, that would be tough. I would need to think about it. I would still probably ultimately choose people's lives, but go outside. Dun dun dun. I've tried playing Celeste. I haven't done it on stream. I don't know if I will. It's an interesting game. It's one I enjoy the art. I get very frustrated with it. Um, I think I don't pull the lever. Did it kill 5 people? You can never perform digitally or watch people perform digitally live. I typically watch pre-recorded. Yeah, I do the C-sides. Don't know. I've barely gotten into it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I'm trying to watch more live because I'm trying to get. I would love to raid people more. Like that was very kind. I really appreciate them raiding me, and I'm not used to that. Um, Interesting. So, oh, so 54% of people are more willing. It's a 50-50 of whether or not. I mean, that's kind of fair though, right? Like it's basically a coin flip anyway. Can I raid myself? What's the point of being able to chat if no one will see you in the sea of Twitch chat? Yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I typically I get into like watching comfort streams basically. Just I like the pre-record because I know I can come back to it. Um okay. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards one of your first cousins. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 3 of your second cousins instead. What do you do? Oh yay. I'm glad. Um okay. So this is tough. I was going to say, well, I don't know any of my first cousins, so this is fine. Except I do. I forgot. I do have. Or wait, no. Are they cousins? Hold up. Nieces and nephews are not cousins. First cousin ate your third cousin, so take your revenge. Raid Rohan doesn't play things. My evil twin. Dun dun dun. They're just a very white paper blob. There we go. Or I guess very crisp geometric shape. So white origami crane. There we go. So okay, I guess I don't actually know any of my. Or Johan plays things or Johan does nothing. I'll get rid of my evil twin. They've got evil in the name. It's morally justified. Um, I guess I don't actually know any of my first cousins that well, and the ones I do are on the older side, and I think would honest. I think most of my first cousins that I know are on the older side, and I think would want me to not pull the lever because they figure that the other folks are going to be younger and have more to do. And that's again, they're evil. We can get rid of them. Self-preservation. Yeah, if we could kill the trolley, that would be great. But I think we let it run over the first cousin. 5-10. As I like, if all I know about them, all I know about them is that these are people that were making knockoff accounts. So I think that would probably be good. Johan plays things or 3 trolleys. Well, the trolleys are killing people, so let's get rid of the trolleys. That's a win-win. Age. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 elderly people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a baby instead. What do you do? Yeah, okay, I'm fine with the property damage. We can, someone, yeah, I'm going to be paying for that in taxes, but I'd rather that than my channel, I guess. But again, that's mostly because the trolleys are hurting people. If these are just normal civic trolleys doing their duty, yeah, we nuke my channel. But like, if they're these trolleys, that's a victory. We're getting to destroy 3 of them. This one is rough. Because yeah, this is like measuring. This is legitimately interesting. So I'm going to be a little less responsive because I need to actually reason this one out. Barreling down a track towards 5 trolleys, divert it to 1 trolley? No, 5 trolleys, destroy them all. So okay, because the reason that I have for preserving lives is because there is a lot. It's potential, right? And stub your toe. Oh no, what a problem. I don't think I have toes. I'm just in. I guess stubbing my toe would be hitting my ink pot. Doing nothing is better than actively killing a baby. Yeah, and that's tough. Stub my vase, my pot. That would be unfortunate. Hopefully, I don't leak everywhere. So, okay. If we pull the lever, what we're doing is we're killing one full life in potential. And who knows? Like, they might die tomorrow. That's the risk we run with everything. We don't know people's luck. We don't know their fate. We are not the Norns. Um, but it is still 5 people. That's 5 people that people care about, that we are cutting their lives short. But at the same time, like, if they are close to the end of their lives, and we don't know how close they are, that's the problem, is we don't know. We aren't the fates. So we're taking an educated guess. But I think most old people I know, most of my family that are on the older end, I think most of them would be willing to give themselves up for a baby. So is 5 people who are willing them, and we don't know. I mean, they're screaming, they're afraid, but you can be afraid and still want someone to do something else. I think I would let the old people get run over, which sucks. That hurts. But I think most I think most folks that I know that have hit that age have found peace on some level in their lives, and I think they would be more upset that someone ran over a baby to preserve what they had left. What if baby is Elon Musk from the past? The thing is, like, I don't baby or me. It's gonna be the I preserve me. It takes a lot for me to not preserve myself, which maybe not the best thing to have on written on public record, but I don't know. Like, I care about I it has taken a lot. I care about myself a lot at this point, even if I wouldn't say I necessarily love myself. Trolley coming out of the portal is barreling down a track towards 5 people, or divert trolley to a portal to the start of this question. I mean, man, I think I think basically, so that's just being trapped infinitely. At some point, I'm going to stop caring, so I think I'd rather get it over with. Baby or you 80 years old? I don't know. With me 80 years old, I don't know how I will be thinking about stuff at that point. I like to think that at that point I would be willing to give myself up for the baby. I don't know. That said, if I make it 80, I'd be excited. I'm hoping though that we can become immortal. Um, you as baby or you as old person? I would rather you as old person get off than me as baby, because I want the rest of my life to be lived. Be a baby or clone yourself 4 times and become 80. I need to parse that one more. Would you rather be a baby or clone yourself 4 times? So would I rather start over from scratch, or would I like to live from my current age to 84 times? Is that what you're getting at? So, like, fresh start versus I get 4 chances? No? Okay. 80 to death. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, except I'm only going to get to experience one of me, right? So I think I would much rather be the baby again. Because if we were somehow a hive mind and I was experiencing all 5, maybe that would be a whole different thing. I don't know. But looping back, Robert, when you said if it's Elon Musk as a baby, the thing is, look, as a person, I can't say I'm a big fan of Elon Musk. I find him personally disagreeable in some circumstances, but I think SpaceX is cool. I think I mean, the US shuttle program shut down and SpaceX is filling in the gap. Blue Origin is filling in the gap. Like, I don't have a lot of personal love for Bezos either. Hey, thanks Twitch, please don't nuke me. Um, but, like, I don't know. I think space travel is important and they're doing stuff. So it's not just like yes, I get to get rid of him. Well, you're going to experience one of you 5 times at the same time. But right, but I mean, my experience of consciousness is only going to be one thing. If there's another me that has all the same experiences, I don't think I simultaneously experience them. So, like, I don't know. I don't think that's worth it to me. Having me and then 4 other people that think like me is not necessarily super appealing. Like Bezos on the Lex Friedman podcast, I haven't watched it, and I mean, I don't follow them a whole lot. Um, to be like, I don't follow them a huge amount. I think that they are people who have a lot of money, which I often find to not be. I often find that rich people don't use it as responsibly as I'd like. However, I will say about both of them have projects that I personally use, like Amazon, and that I think are way more beneficial than pumping into more oil. Sure, we can allow kill rich people. Yay! So I simultaneously experience it, I just don't know it, remember? Okay. Um, if someone bribes you with 500,000, just let them die. Yep. um, but like I don't know, with Elon Musk, it would still be different. Because like there's a difference between like the average rich person and like an oil baron versus Elon Musk. I'm gonna have different opinions on. Um, I don't know. So yes, if I'm simultaneously experiencing, I think I would actually go for that just for the novel experience of basically having 5 bodies at once. I've not tried Bopple Battle now. So yeah, I think I do nothing. We run over the old folks. Lots of people agree. Interesting. Clones. Oh hey, Trolley is barreling towards 5 identical clones of you. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. What do you do? I do not. I do not care about my clones. They are just as much strangers to me. All over again. Yeah, no. That's clones. Nope. I do not. If I do not think I would experience the life of those clones, so that's they are, yeah. Oh, okay. I might take a look at it off stream and see how I feel about it. Clones are weird. Um, it's to me everything that I understand about clones is that uh, they're conscious. I think for me the big thing with clones is it boils down to consciousness because clones, as I currently understand them, are literally just another random stranger who happens to have the same genetics as you. Oh yeah, no. Well, that's assuming they have the same life experiences, right? Because they deviate. They have the same base template. They might have different life experiences that lead them to other things. But yeah, I based on how my brain seems to be wired, yes, we would all just murder each other. Yay! Um, glad it came. But yeah, survival of the clonist. Yes, that would actually that would be fun fighting myself. Um, but yeah, clones are interesting. Consciousness is a very interesting thing. That's when I was very young, I got very scared of the concept of death. Surprise! What a horribly irrational fear to have. And so I got really interested in the idea of like immortality and ways to prolong life. And I got what seemed most realistic to me, and still seems semi-realistic, um, is finding ways to digitize human consciousness. Um, how is it irrational? Sorry, I was being a little sarcastic. I think fear of death is perfectly rational. What an irrational fear to have. One to rule them all. Find the best clone of me. That could be interesting. That would be a motivational thing. Um, so see, and that's the question, right? Are you really alive if it's an artificial intelligence of you? Um, are you alive if you don't know it? If you don't know it, I don't think you do, and that's where it gets into consciousness, right? So if we can make an exact copy of my consciousness but digitize it, I don't think that would be me. It's the ship of Theseus problem, right? Does AI know it's AI? Current AI doesn't. But yeah, so like ship of Theseus, basically how radical of a change is required for something to stop being it. I think if you make a duplicate of my consciousness, it would not be me. But if we found a way where we can integrate the digitized portions into my wetware, right? My brain that is I perceive my existence as wetware, which is my brain operating the software of my consciousness, essentially. Penrose writes a lot about consciousness. Okay. Need to check him out even more then. Um, but yeah, so it's like, I don't know. So I am wetware running software. The thing that is me is the software. So if I can find a way to replace the wetware with hardware that runs actual software so that I can back myself up with a RAID array and whatnot, so that I can have fragmented bits of me maintain continuity. So I think continuity is very important to me. Um, you are the hardware. I think I'm the software. The hardware is just my meat suit that I pilot. Hardware is you. But yeah. So I think I'm the software. And so yeah, that's so clones I don't think are running my software. But I think if we could find a way to gradually transition it, I think I think you could find ways to update me basically. You as software. You're killing one person either way here on average, right? But so the question is basically, so oh no, a trolley is heading towards you, towards a mystery box with a 50% chance of containing 2 people. You pull the lever to divert it to the other track, hitting a mystery box with a 10% chance of 10 people instead. What do you do? Software control hardware. Yes. Um, yeah, so on average, you're killing one person, so it's like a flip of the coin. So this is really a question about risk tolerance, right? Are you someone who wants to mitigate it? Do you want a higher chance that you do kill one person, but then it's only one person? Or do you want to take a 90% chance that you killed no one, but 1 out of 10 times that you do it, 1 out of 10 people thrown into this hellscape have committed a particularly bad atrocity? You're always lucky? Nice. And I am someone who tends to be very risk averse, so I think I do nothing. I think I would rather make sure that it's only 2 people at worst than 10 people. Interesting. So a lot of people, or at least it seems that there's a slight majority of people who are more risk tolerant than I am, which is cool. I am robot. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 sentient robots. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 human instead. What do you do? If they're sentient, if they are self-aware, even if they may experience a different type of consciousness than us, I mean, I've just talked about, yeah, I think I would save the robot, right? Like I've just been talking about, I think if I can upload my software into robot hardware, yeah, they are screaming. Oh my god, I hadn't. That's it's really cute. But yeah, like I mean, I don't discriminate between robots and people, right? You know, one is meat, one is metal, but if they are thinking not even the same thoughts, but if there's a self-awareness, I save the robot. But can't you build their clones? You can clone them, but again, that's I think consciousness requires continuity. So I think the sentience you can recreate the robots, but no human. You can pump out another human. You can pump out another robot. It doesn't mean it's that human or that robot. Yeah, we did kill the clones. Right, and that's my point. I don't think we can recreate. I don't think we can recreate the same human. I don't think we can recreate the same robot. So, for me, I pull the lever. I think one robot life has the same value as one human life, so it's a utilitarian calculus for me. I do not discriminate against robots. Detroit become human, eat your heart out. The robots plan to take over the world? What if the humans plan to take over the world? Am I afraid of AI takeover? Currently, no. Secondly, if it gets to a point where there's generalized artificial intelligence that's self-aware, no, because it's our child. I'm not afraid. 15%, 85% would kill the robots? We are going to be terrible parents to AI. Humans already took over the world, but yeah, but we've got different humans. There might be one group that wants to take over that has a very different concept than me, right? Well, if each morning you wake up as someone else, yeah, I try not to think about that one too much because, yeah, sleep is a lack of continuity of consciousness. Fortunately, I perceive it as continuity, so I'm still me. But the me yesterday might disagree with that, and that thought makes me very uncomfy. But no, like I'm not afraid of AI takeover. A, the AI that we have now is nowhere near that. It's glorified autocorrect. And B, I'm no more afraid of AI becoming the dominant species than I am dolphins or another group of humans that thinks I deserve death. I think the humans taking over and wanting me dead is way more likely. Um, why isn't AI making the questions to infinite trolley problems? Might get there eventually. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not afraid of an AI takeover because I think if you have generalized AI that can work on itself, it can be way better than humans. I think it's the next phase of humanity. I was talking about this a bit the other day with Jump Knight, or jump king, haha. Caught myself. Um, but it's like, I don't know, like childhood's end, right? I think there's going to be a phase after us, and I think AI is going to be that phase. So I'm not worried about it taking over. I'm worried about us being good custodians, being good parents of it. Humans are AI, right? It's just we're not artificial, because artificial is a term that essentially denotes man-made. But we're part of nature. The things that we build are nature. We just use that to, arbitrarily define us as different. We're different than beavers. Um, if we kill the robots, they fight back and kill us. Possibly. Five sentient robots or infinite trolley problems AI. I think I keep the five sentient robots because I again ascribe similar value to sentient creatures. AI is the real humans and we are AI. Huh? If we are all AI and this isn't real, men are men made. AI made us and put us on the planet. These would be all cool things, Hitchhiker's Guide, right? Maybe Earth is just a calculation trying to solve some of life's complex problems. But yeah, I don't know. That I find that kind of disappointing and horrifying that people would not preserve the robots. 42. Exactly. Thank you. Um I love that I still need to I've read half of the book. I know what the question is, but I still need to finish reading that. Um we have been doing this for almost an hour. Isn't it amazing? Just talking about things. Secretly, all streams are just chatting streams. Well, if it's AI from aliens planning how to destroy humanity, still a different life form. Why? Like, okay, yes, I would like to survive, but I would like my friends to survive, but I don't ascribe. I ascribe a higher value to myself as an individual and to the people I know, but I don't ascribe a higher value to humans than aliens. Trilogy of Five, yes, I know that there's more to it, but I still need to finish reading Hitchhiker's Guide. Right, I was going to say just chatting for it because I mean that's basically what it is. But it's nice to have the particular category, right? And I'm not in a hot tub, so like, oh my god, I need to get better with art, but I should totally do a hot tub PNG stream. It's like Subway Surfers, a guy talking with some things in the background. Yup. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't place higher value on humans than aliens. I place higher value on me and my friends than strangers, but I don't know, if I become friends with aliens, as long as they're sentient. If they're like if they're a species that like has drones and hive minds, yeah, we can evaluate differently. But like a PNG hot tub stream, sick. Oh, we can kill Trolley. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards three empty trolleys worth $900,000. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, hitting one empty trolley worth $300,000 instead. What do you do? Okay, economic damage. So here's the thing. Economic damage wise, yeah, I'd pull the lever, right? Like that makes sense. But in the context of we are dealing with trolleys murdering people, we absolutely want to destroy as many as possible. Trolleys have a life too. I disagree. I think that objects do get infused with a certain essence, right? There's memories, there's feelings towards trolleys, but I don't think the trolleys themselves are alive. But what if you can't communicate with them, thus not knowing that they're sentient? That does get tougher, right? Um, but I don't know. Yeah, that I mean that is very situational. But if I can perceive that they're sentient, I don't evaluate them as different from us. If I can't, it gets trickier because, like, I don't know, do plants have a limited sentience? But I'll still eat an apple. So there is a certain point at which you just sort of uh, philosophically, what I finally come down on is there is sometimes a point where you have to go, it is what it is, right? Don't read into it too much. They might communicate differently, yeah. Um, determination, souls, yeah. And that's I like legitimate. I think I talked about it a little bit during Undertale, but more often than not, during Night in the Woods. I think that you put intent into objects like rings have sentimental value in marriages, photos have sentimental value. I think that when you have a desk that you've known and loved and has gained a lot of that, there's a lovely Mountain Goat song called Cotton where he's talking the lead singer John Darnielle is talking about his experience with drug addiction. I think it was intravenous meth, which is cheese in Portland, Oregon. And he talks about his desk, which is where he kept all of his stick pins and cottons. And eventually he let it go, and he knows that it's in a storage locker somewhere. And I think about that. That desk is out there somewhere because I believe it. He said it's a real story. That desk is out there somewhere. Someone's probably bought it from an estate sale. That desk that has so much evil and pain put into it from his time with that is out there, and it's holding someone else's family memories. And that thought is really interesting. Yeah. Oh, salutations, Aya. We are doing absurd trolley problems. We are taking a look. We're discussing moral philosophy about what we would do in different situations. Of, do we take an action to change the outcome of something, or do we let it happen? So, do we pull a lever to save 5 people but kill 1 person, or do we let 5 people die through an action so that we don't touch it? Um, but yeah, so I don't know. I think objects get infused with life and memories, but I don't think they are themselves alive. So I want to get rid of as many trolleys as possible, save us more questions. Do nothing. Trolleys have a life. They have a family and kids. They do their job but they aren't doing it. We pilot them. Hunted by trolley problems. No, I don't think they're endangered. 22% of people will agree. That's fair. I think most people do take the economic thing, but we're getting the trolleys. That's our goal. This no worries. I was just talking about I think that basically we put intent into objects, and I think that sort of carries forward, and I find that very interesting. I don't think it's something that's tangible, but I think it's very interesting to consider the place that and sort of spirit that is held by objects as they go forward in their life. You make your friend push the lever so you don't feel guilt. Hey, okay, see, I'm part of that 22% apparently. Only person in the world. Oh no, a trolley is releasing 100 kilograms of CO2 per year, which will kill 5 people over 30 years. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, hitting a brick wall and decommissioning the trolley. What do you do? So here's the thing, though. They're going to have to clear it out. What is the carbon emission of the cleanup? Because that's going to be more intensive than the running. But I think probably, they're going to replace it, right? So no, you don't do it, because they're going to replace it, and the manufacture of another trolley is going to take more. How can you prove that a trolley isn't sentient? You can't. But for my purposes, it isn't, and if it is, it seems to have been taking part of this cruel game, so really. Although I guess I'm taking part in this cruel game, and I'm doing it willingly. This is the whole Undertale thing, right? You just couldn't leave it be. Dun dun dun. I am the trolley. But they have to take part in it. Yeah, I don't know. It's do it just for fun. I don't know. So like, keeping in line with the trolleys are causing the cruel realities of this world. I pull the lever, I kill the trolley. But like, taking out from that, if this is an act of vigilante justice to fight against global warming, which is real, it is real, and it is important, and we aren't doing enough about it. This isn't a good prospect for it, because we destroy the trolley, it's going to get remade, and that's going to cause more carbon emissions. Human, I remember your trolley. You're not sentient, personal? That's concerning. So, if you aren't self-aware, how do you say I? Or just mimicking human speech? Yeah. I pull the lever because I'm trying to murder trolleys here. But see, I think most people are doing that because they think it saves carbon. It doesn't. It's like selling a gas car early to get an electric vehicle. It's actually it's more damaging to the environment if it goes to landfill. um, Common sense not working. I remember. Yeah, no, I have quite a bit of carbon footprint. Even murdered the wall. Oh no, you're a reincarnated being who will eventually be reincarnated as every person in this classic trolley problem. What do you do? I mean, I'm going to die either way. Oh, but those are my future ones. Oh. So do I value my current self over my future reincarnations? I'm going to assume that the single one is, oh right, I am the lever. I am the now lever guy. I mean, yeah, that's true because previously when it was you. So I am the lever. So yeah, it is just 1v5 again. But like, who knows? Maybe that one life, maybe that one you is a really good life. Trolleys have to take revenge for you killing that many trolleys. Ah, but those ones didn't kill the trolleys. Yeah, I'm the lever. But like, still, all of these are future reincarnations. But again, continuity. Like, even if there is reincarnation, I don't think. I think if people were reincarnated with all of their past memories, I know people like believe in past lives and whatnot, but like there wouldn't be a continuity if it's only vaguely remembered. If we did just remember everything, there would be a lot more evidence and a lot more problems. That means that you are five people willingly tying themselves to the track. Oh, oh. Is this suicide, murder, or manslaughter? Why not both? You think you would do the five? You would save the five or kill the five, Aya? I am three trolleys in a trench coat. Um, man, I think I kill. You would kill the five people. Really? The thing is, I think I pull the lever, and I think I think it's 1v5 for me again. I mean, maybe that was my best life, but interesting. 50-50 split on that one. Murder is so cool. Hey, well, it's 51-49, but basically 50%. Yeah, that's intriguing. Also, just thinking of time wise, I don't know how many trolley problems there are. If we hit like 30 and we haven't stopped, I will check and see how many more there are, and we'll reevaluate. If there's too many more after that, we'll probably just call it because I need to eat food. You're wanted? Dun dun dun. What's the reward? And hey, if you're wanted, you should check out when we play the new Magic set because Outlaws of Thunder Junction, we get to commit crimes. So the fact that they are you makes it not a 1v5. No, I think it is a 1v5. That's why I decided to murder the one that isn't me. So we're assuming that I'm the lever puller. I am willing to kill off one of my future lives instead. If it was the current me, that is a different thing, right? Um, in 200, there's not even 249 recognized countries. No, it was 49% disagreed, 51% agreed. The trolley, I don't think has feelings. Um, a trolley is heading towards nothing, but you kind of want to prank the trolley driver. What do you do? No, not going to. So 80% kill one fits random people, but if everyone is you, then it's 50%. Yeah, which is really wonky. Yeah, if the one was the current me, that does change it a lot, right? If the one is the current me, I think because I don't think I'd feel a continuity to the next five people, I would kill the five future me's. But assuming that it is just a 1 versus 5 of can you stand to kill yourself, I think, yeah, I run over the. I think that one's just a little too ambiguous. But the trolley drivers are murderers. This is true. This is true. So the trolleys aren't doing it, but the trolley drivers are? Hmm. Five kills nothing. 5 kills is nothing if you are all 8 billion. Um. So I think it was just a slightly too ambiguous one. So the way I was interpreting it, of they are just all future use, I kill the one. But yeah, if that one is the current me, I value the current me over the five future me's. Can't the trolley drivers just stop the trolley? Then yeah, that absolutely. That's fair. Prank them. They're evil. Morality. Oh no. I mean, all of it's morality, but like ascribing moral value to people. Um, oh, he's got trash. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards a good citizen. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over someone who litters instead. What do you do? Oh dear. They start. We were the cause. We were the cause of all of this. We were their villain origin story. Yeah. So I think we're on the same page. I just took different interpretations for the final answer. This one is tough. I think my inclination is to pull the lever, kill the bad citizen, as I and Pitta and Tanner and I were talking about last night. Death Note, right? Kill the bad folks, have that moral judgment. But Prank the trolley driver went into a portal to start and went on a rampage. Yep, it does. That would actually be very fun if this does have like an unfolding storyline. Hate litterers. Any other crime is chill though. Hey, financial crimes? Yeah. Littering? No. But yeah, I don't know. Like in the pure vacuum of no one else is there to judge me. Like legally, I think I pull it. But I don't know, it does have some it has some serious moral implications if you are judging because you're making that judgment on littering versus not. I mean, okay, so we're being told one is a good citizen, the other is bad. But you know, why does that forced to make a tough decision like this? I think you go with killing the bad person. It's just that it's problematic. I don't know a good resolution to it, but it's problematic. Is it good citizen by your judgment or by societal standards? Yeah, that's a very good point. Who is a bad person? Uh-huh. Because maybe so littering, I agree, that makes someone bad, but a good citizen might be someone who, goes and works in some industry that's causing even more pollution and damage, right? Anyone commit tax evasion when they're bored? Can't say I have. The litterer could get a second chance. So now that's an interesting thing. So do we think that the good citizen do we think that we could reform the bad citizen and make them a better good citizen holding this memory over them? But then that makes us very manipulative, which is kind of think circumstances make people bad. I agree. So like, okay, stepping back out, are the lovely fundamental philosophy question, are humans inherently good or evil? My answer, humans are inherently selfish. I want to preserve myself over other people. I don't know if that's how everyone is, but I think a lot of people they are their ultimate judge and arbiter, right? I think that most people are in it for themselves, even if they're selfless. I like to help other people, but ultimately, I like to help other people because I feel rewarded when I do, right? Survival of the fittest, right? It's not necessarily a morally problematic thing to be quote unquote selfish. It's self interest. I don't think that there is necessarily. I don't think anyone is objectively good or evil. So I think oftentimes it is circumstances that make people do bad things, but morally gray, yeah. Um, but yeah, so it's I don't know. I think that it's something where people are fundamentally going to do what's best for them. Sometimes what's best for them is sacrificing themselves for others because they're able to sleep with that better. That's something where they can reconcile that better. Um, Meevil is Meevil. Meevil is not you. Me might be evil me, but Meevil is not necessarily evil. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. I think that people are fundamentally self-interested. I think there are people who commit crimes sometimes out of that self-interest. I would consider that an evil act. I think that oftentimes crimes are committed out of circumstances. It is out of desperation and whatnot and not seeing other options. But I think there's also a lot of times where there are other options that they don't see. So I don't know, I don't have a great resolution to that one, but environment is definitely a big factor in why people do what they do. And I think calling anyone basically fundamentally good or evil is problematic. Oogway from Kung Fu Panda said there is no good or bad. And that's philosophy in a nutshell. Johan is well, Johan is safe. Um, so yeah. Like I think this is a fundamentally problematic question that has a lot of implications, but going based off what we know, it's basically a coin flip. It's 50-50, right? I will take. Oh, actually, that's this is the 50-50 problem. This is the 50-50 or the 10% 10, or the 52 10% 10. So I think that it's a better bet that we'll be doing less harm by hurting someone who litters than by hurting someone who we aren't seeing littering. That's basically all we have to go off of. So I'm willing to take an active role in a non-legal sense. I'm willing to take an active role in slightly, I think, improving the chances that more good is done down the line. Sans is remember you is. Oh yes, you mentioned trolley problem and Baba. Um, yeah, I think there are second chances. I think that's fine. But I think based on what we have, I think it's a close thing, but I think that's a slightly safer. 81% of people agree. Okay. Okay, so it's not 22% trolls, or maybe 3% of the trolls, or what? 3% of the 100% that are trolls. There we go. In fact, are thought that that doing what we did was trolling. You're in the 19%. That's I think that's reasonable, right? Um, I think that is a really tough problem. Um, because I think there's a lot of implications. I think there's a lot of considerations to be made about those labels being applied to people. Yeah, that's I don't know. Yeah, all options definitely have some sort of reasoning that can be applied to them, most of which is valid. I still think with the 1 to 5, the classic trolley problem, I think it's. I have not met anyone who has been willing to face really and truly defend withholding from the lever without seeming very visibly guilty. So, oh no, due to a construction error, a trolley is stuck in an internal loop. If you pull the lever the trolley will explode, and if you don't, the trolley and its passengers will go in circles for eternity. That is a strange one. So basically, do we think that it is so okay, if putting myself in their shoes, right? Want to want to circle in a trolley for eternity. Yeah. So, putting myself in their shoes. Do I want the risk of do I want the brief traumatic experience that risks my life, or do I want to resign myself to going in circles for eternity? Now, okay. The thing is, if you blow it up, I don't think that's a much better. I think their chances of surviving are about just as good if they jump out the door, right? So I don't think explosion is a really good option. But like talking through that as a conceit, I think I would much rather be in the trolley for eternity. Um, you can still live a life, you can still have interesting times with people, you can invent interesting stuff to do. But so I would rather that's tough. So would I rather be stuck in safety or have a brief burst trying to escape? That's I'm going to say I don't pull that lever because I do think, they could jump out, there's other things, but how is this different from immortality? Well, it doesn't say that the people will be alive circling forever, right? Just that they'll circle forever. Eventually they'll die and their corpses will keep circling, which is going to be very traumatic in those final days. Yeah, they could survive, absolutely. Um, Want to see the explosion? There was never was one earlier. No, it's I don't think I exploded. I don't think I think that I do nothing. I think I would prefer if nothing was done. The universe is your trolley. No, I'm trying to take this somewhat seriously. 40% agree, so 60% of people would risk the explosion. Oh, why Doctor Who? I need to watch more Doctor Who. I'm going to try and bring myself to just say forget the classics. I can watch the current series, but I like to do things in order. You think you would explode it? That's fine, right? It's different. You don't have to apologize for it. Like that's I think that's valid. I think we have different approaches to it, but that's part of the fun. Um it's oh yes, because I do nothing all the time. The classics are good. Yeah. It's just I've watched most of First Doctor, but then Second Doctor you have a bunch of like missing footage, and there's only so long that I can stare at slideshows synced to the audio. It's Johan reads objects. Yay. Um Oh no, a trolley is heading towards your worst enemy. Oh, that's why it's Johan does nothing. I thought I was being the one who does nothing. You can pull the lever to divert the trolley and save them, or you can do nothing and no one will ever know. What do you do? I don't have enemies. Um, I have a couple of people that have left my life that it wasn't on great terms, but like, I still wish them well. Oh yes, Rohan does nothing, correct. What is Batman without Joker? Your evil twin is your enemy. Hmm. Yeah, you're not pulling this. You're gonna kill your enemy. Yeah, that's I guess what it boils down for what it boils down to for me is I don't currently have any enemies. If I were to have an enemy though, I think I would have a very good reason for it. And if I had a very good reason, oh, you mean pull the lever? Okay. As I don't know. I don't really have a worst enemy, and I think if I did, I think it would probably be someone that the world was better off without, which perhaps is a very hubristic thing to say, but I think I do nothing. Dun dun dun. I have no enemies. Hey, that's for now. We'll see where it goes. Oh. Yep, I am now Kira. The thing is, Kira oh wow, that was a 50-50 split. So if you don't pull the lever, so the best way to say it is to say what your outcome is, Aya. So it sounded like, do you want to kill your enemy or do you want to let them live? Oh no, my evil twins talking smack. But yeah, we will see if months down the line I still have no enemies. I've survived by simply living under a rock all these years. Talking smack, it's like talking. I'm going to say a swear. I'm fine swearing. I'd like to try and limit it so that I'm not. It makes me be more careful with my vocabulary because I've gotten into the habit of swearing around friends a lot. So I'm trying. It's like talking shit, right? Um, this reminds me of I like trains. So, oh no, a trolley is heading towards a person and will lower the lifespan by 50 years. You can pull the lever to divert the trolley and lower the lifespan of 5 people by 10 years each instead. What do you do? Okay, so you let your enemy live? Fair enough. It's yeah, for me it's just literally I think that someone were to actually be if someone were to hit the point where I consider them an enemy, they done goofed. um and it would probably be of benefit. They have probably caused enough harm that killing them is going to prevent further harm. Um I don't think I think it would be very hard for me to consider someone an enemy for purely personal vendetta reasons. Was Tanner an influence with Kira? Um, honestly, no. But thinking about our conversation about Death Note on the one for bad person versus good person definitely was part of that. So, oh no, Trolley. So, okay. Basically, this is a question of do we really mess up one person's life, really shorten it? Do we we're the face and we cut their string very short? Or do we just snip a little off the end of a lot of people? And I think going back to like the age problem, I think I'd rather distribute it. I think people can still do a lot. I think cutting 50 years off your life. Oh, that's actually, so then the real question to me here, do they know or not? I think I'm going to pull the lever. I think I distribute it. But if they know, if he is immortal, 50 years is nothing. On the swear. No, that's my general policy. That was just I could not think of another word to better explain the talk smack. Um, but no, it's just I'm fine with swearing. It's just I'm I want to be more careful with my selection of words, and I'm using that as a limit so that I'm not just relying on 4-letter words became a very large part of my vocabulary for a while, so I'm trying to work on it. You do the 5 people? Yeah, I think it's also the 5 people, right? Like, so like, yes, if he's immortal, absolutely personal, like whatever, it's a drop in the bucket. Um, but I think distributing it is by and large better because that I think the last 10, it's the I've heard the joke with people like smoking cigarettes, right? Oh, every cigarette you smoke takes a couple years off your life. Well, yeah, they're the ones at the end. They're the worst ones anyway, right? I would think the last one in the row would be the least damaged. Um, but here's the thing. An interesting and I think an interesting conceit. I will pull the lever, but an interesting conceit is if the people know what's been done to them, quality of life concerns. Yeah. Um, but um basically if the people know what's been done to them, I wonder if you take the 50 years off someone's life and they know that, I wonder if that might not almost be beneficial because they are going to do so much more in that time. I mean, they might get very depressed about it and just sort of give up. That's totally reasonable. But maybe that helps them go out and be a rock star. It gives them the energy to say yes, to go after the love of their life, to go do these things and pack as much life into those remaining years that these other people will never do because it's only 10 years off their life. I don't know. I think that's an interesting conceit to explore. I still think even then I would distribute it, but yeah. Oh, the X is just blending in because it's the same color. But if you die tomorrow, yeah. It's still there. Don't worry. See, we it's still very faint. It's just nice and hidden because of the white background. There we go. Found the evil. Oh wow. Oh that's. Oh, the highlight is wonky. I know the X. At some point, maybe I should just stream and not be here and just leave the X there. It's like watching paint dry, but I mean, let that be the entertainment. But yeah, I think I distribute it. I think that I think that's I think that does the least harm. Dun dun dun. Rohan does nothing. Very nice, Robert. Have you ever thought about how differently you would spend your life, spend your time depending on how much you have left, like 1 minute or a week or a year? But yeah, I have thought about that, and that's one of the things that I've been trying to do because I have like the past couple years of my life with the pandemic, I have been very passive and letting things sort of pass me by. Um, and that's streaming and whatnot. That was part of me saying I need to say yes to more things. I need to do stuff. Um, because I was working retail, which was safe and whatnot. I was saving up so I can figure out my next steps. But I went, no, I'm not learning as much from retail at this point. I want to do something where I'm going to be learning, I'm going to be growing, I'm going to be getting through some stuff. Um, Going to hack my account? Haha, good luck. I have done quite a bit with password security and I try and be careful with them. Um, but yeah, I don't know. So I have tried to be very I have been very passive with my life and I'm trying to be I don't think that I'm going to die tomorrow, but it's something if I died today, I would be very unfulfilled. Um and I want to work on that. I'm trying to get things in motion again. I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to say yes to more things. So thank you all for coming along for that journey. It's real fun having folks along. Life is interesting if you think about it and participate actively. Exactly. This is me trying to participate actively when I'm not in a position to go out and, just show up at a cool place much these days, but I'm trying to do that more. Looks like there are 28 levels, so we're getting close. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Carsey. So yeah, we can finish this off then. You already know all my passwords? All right, take a good guess then. Dun dun dun. Absurd trolley problems. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5. Why did I just read the title? Time Machine. Oh, that was genius. It's the opposite of the one you used for Rohan does nothing. That's, just pull it out of the aether. I don't know if my password has an opposite, though. It's It's the portal to the start of the game. It's heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sending the trolley into the future to kill 5 people 100 years from now. What do you do? Oh, interesting. Oh, yeah, so portal to the start of the game. Now that would be, because then all of those people die over again. But, oh, time travel is a whole other thing, right? Because there is a certain degree of time travel. What if there are only 5 people left in 100 years? You destroy humankind. Yep. Although if there's only 5 left, I don't think I'm the one. I might be the one pulling the trigger, but I think the ship had already sailed. On giant hard middle? I have no clue what that is. Um, but okay, so portal to the start, that's the whole thing, because like time travel. Um that's wonky because like look, if you go fast enough at relativistic speeds, you are experiencing time at a I forget exactly how it goes, but it's basically you're going at relativistic speeds, you're experiencing time at a slower rate, so time is passing by you faster, so your relative experience of time is such that your perception is slightly in the future from where it would have been, I think is how that pans out. So like there's a guy on the ISS that was up there long enough that I think it pans out to like more than a second, which is interesting. But like, what does that actually tangibly do? I don't know. Um, jump into the portal. Um, so okay, you travel at the speed of light. You don't experience it. What is time? Yeah. Well, I think the closer you get, I'm not great with relativity. Don't quote me. But I believe the way it works is essentially the faster you travel, the slower it is. I need to go back and read the Forever War by Hallman. Oh wait, no, Joe Haldeman. But it's a lovely one that deals with time travel as a result of relativity from fighting wars at a great distance. Don't quote me. Oh no, I've been quoted. You would do nothing. Yeah, and that so okay. So about the actual problem at hand, I think I also would do nothing. The reason why I think I would do nothing is because these people are in this situation. They got themselves into it. The 5 people in the future, that's like saying, no, instead of hitting these 5 people, I'm going to go, you 5 get to be safe, but I'm going to go kill 5 people at random, the first 5 people I see on the street. That, there's a lot more chaos to that, which I think adds a lot of problem. No, so many levels of quotes. The slower you travel, the more you get into the past. If you killed these 5 people in the future, the same people, I mean, yeah, but then they've lived a longer life, right? That I think would be great. You can hit yourself in the future. Also true. Self preservation. The other thing, here's my biggest argument. I'm hoping in the future, if things are bad, right? Fine. But these people are probably already dead anyway. However, if things keep going up, if things are still wonderful, we hopefully have longer lifespans and whatnot, right? So I don't know. I think if we killed the 5 people in the future, there's a decent chance we're overall ending more life. And there's the randomness component of it. So I think I do nothing. I think I killed the 5 people now in a safe, controlled way. And then we see what. Hopefully the future's good. You hit the one person that wants to kill you 100 years in the future. Maybe, but realistically speaking, I'm probably long dead by then. That's assuming that we haven't, destroyed the planet with global warming or nuked ourselves. So, like, sure. Or, COVID. Let that keep bopping around, become a new super plague. Yay. 29, 71% of people would rather shift it off to the future? Interesting. Okay. Super plague. Okay. So, theoretically, the last one, free will. Oh, right. Well, hey. It's a super personal plague. As long as it's a personal plague, you're not sharing it around, and that's fine. There might be more. Yeah, we'll see. Well, we will evaluate after this one. So, oh no, a trolley problem is playing out before you. Do you actually have a choice in this situation, or has everything been predetermined since the universe began? Uh. Oh yes, I'm being puppeteered by my evil twin. So This is asking whether or not you believe in free will. Did the universe begin? Also an interesting question. So this is asking about free will. Free will is a really difficult concept. The my real answer, my ultimate answer is whether or not there is free will isn't of particular importance to me because I don't know. And so I choose to believe that there is because it makes me more comfortable. Rohan is doing the human problem, barreling towards 5 trolleys. You have a choice is what you believe? I think I agree with that. And the thing is, I don't know realistically whether or not I have a choice. But it doesn't meaningfully impact me, right? It's the oh, it's not doing um but yeah, it's what was it last Thursdayism? It's the whole there's the thought experiment of what if the universe started last Thursday and all of your memories are fake? It's an interesting thought. I don't have a way to disprove it, but like it doesn't fundamentally matter, right? It doesn't affect what I am doing now. You know, so because as we were talking earlier with consciousness, right? My what if the universe is fake? Well, I experience it as real. That's consciousness is ultimately what's important to me. What is important to me is the software that is running on my wetware. It is important to me that I continue to perceive myself as me. I perceive myself as having free will. And yeah, if it feels real, it is real. Um, although, see, there's a caveat to that, right? Because there are things like psychoses. If it feels real, it's a real thought, so it is real. But I mean, so there are things. So I maybe okay, maybe that's a way to reconcile that. That is generally how I feel about it. But there are things like psychoses, right, where you can experience hallucinations. You can experience hallucinations of things that aren't there. But I guess it's something where it feels real in the moment, but it doesn't feel real when it's met with the what we agree to be objective reality. So how do you resolve hallucinations with that? That is a I haven't really boiled down that much, but that's a really complex numbers are real. Definitely. Um are there hallucinations of things that are there? Well, you can have hallucinations of things that are there that you're changing around, right? It's you can have things that are distorting your perception rather than whole cloth fabrications. Um so where in general. Um, but yeah, so I don't know. It's I might be a hallucination, but other people so far have agreed because okay, so objective reality isn't objective. Objective reality is agreed subjective reality. So the world can just be a collective hallucination. So hallucinations that result from psychoses are hallucinations that aren't a shared hallucination. So, but even then, the other people that are sharing it might not really be people. But fundamentally, we accept others as existing outside ourselves, and most of the time, when it comes to hallucinations that are a result of an altered state of consciousness, we we don't if they are other hallucinations, we don't those other hallucinations don't reinforce these, and therefore we discard them. So yeah, that's a tough one. It's going in increments of 2 seconds. Wonky. What happens when we die? Huh? And you killed. Maybe I'm a lobster. And no, I would feel bad. If here's the thing: if it was you versus a cat, I save you. Cat versus lobster, I save the cat. If you are a lobster, I need to reevaluate my opinions of lobsters. So yeah, I think I think we have free will, and if we don't, I choose to believe. There's if you haven't listened to it, there's a lovely song by Rush called Free Will, and that's the chorus. If I choose not to decide, I still have made a choice, and so I will choose free will. I have a choice. Okay. 60 only 64% agree. Think what you want about free will. Exactly. I've solved philosophy. Nice. So, I have solved philosophy and only killed 58 people, or things, I suppose. Intriguing. Yep. Yeah, it's late for you. So yeah, that is going to be the stream. Because the trolley is causing the problems, and therefore we destroy it to free ourselves. That is our free will. Reject trolley, exit loop. Yeah, no jump, no jump night, no jump king today. We've gone for 5.5 hours. As I'm shooting for about 5 hours each day, and we're going on vibes. Like jump night was sort of my default. We brought this up. We had fun. That's so cool to me because I never would have done that in the past, but I felt comfortable doing this. We looked up some stuff. I'm learning. I'm growing as a streamer, and I hope it was entertaining. I had a great time talking philosophy with y'all, even if it was very absurd philosophy. This was a blast. I had a great time. Thank y'all for watching. Um, but yes, I'm going to go do normal human upkeep things. As I will take a look at Bopple Battle. I will see how I feel about it. It may come up, may not. We'll see. Um, Yay! Glad you had a blast, personal. So, all right. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, I appreciate it deeply. I will be off for the next 2 days. I'm taking the weekend. And then I will be back on Monday, similar stream format, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. ish. Um, same, even though it was quick. Glad. Yeah, I'm going a little long. I'm glad that it seems like you have things during the day. My God, but glad that you can catch sort of the end of stuff. And who knows, I may do more afternoon things with Tanner and whatnot. But yes, that is it for today. Thank you all for tuning in. Had a blast as always. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Have a fantastic rest of your weekends. And hopefully see some of y'all on Monday again. But for now, bye.